Every soap opera has villains, but there's only one villain who was so dangerous that she couldn't be contained by a single show. In 1990, the Young and the Restless fans first met a nurse named Sheila Carter. And nothing was ever the same, especially for Lauren Fenmore, because Sheila Carter isn't just a villain. She's an omnipresence. And she's one of the few characters in soap opera history who has infected 2 shows and has left the trauma behind in both. This is the story of Sheila Carter. When Sheila first arrives in Genoa City, she's not a monster. She's a nurse at Genoa City Memorial Hospital. She's quiet, observant, watching, but she has her sights set on one man, Dr. Scott Grainger, Lauren Fenmore's husband. And here's the thing about Sheila. She doesn't just want Scott. She wants Lauren's life too. And she's about to get it. Sheila drugs Scott, of course, sleeps with him, gets pregnant, obviously, and guess what? At the same time, Lauren is pregnant too. And Scott doesn't know, and here's where the story gets messy. Sheila miscarries and doesn't tell Scott, and also doesn't waste any time. She buys a baby on the black market. Lauren gives birth to a healthy baby boy, Scott Grainger Jr., Scotty. Sheila swaps the babies, keeps Scotty, and lets Lauren take home the black market baby. Lauren names her baby Dylan, and Dylan dies of meningitis, and Lauren thinks she's lost her son, but Sheila has Lauren's biological child and is raising him as her own. Eventually, the truth starts to come out, as it always does. And when Sheila is cornered, the place goes up in flames. Sheila kidnaps Lauren along with her own mother, Molly Carter. She takes them both to a remote farmhouse in Michigan. Isolated, locked down, no witnesses. Now, Molly knows the truth about the baby switch, and she's been trying to tell Lauren, but Molly suffered a stroke. She can't speak. She can only watch. Lauren confronts Sheila. They struggle. A lantern is knocked over. It hits the floor, and the farmhouse goes up in flames. Lauren and Molly are trapped. Smoke is everywhere. The fire is spreading fast. But they are rescued at the last moment by Paul Williams, Lauren's ex-husband, who also happens to be a private investigator who has been desperately searching for her. And the fire is finally put out, and the authorities do find a body burned beyond recognition. Well, clearly, case closed. Sheila Carter is declared dead. Except she isn't dead. The body belonged to a meter man who happened to be at the farmhouse that day, and Sheila escaped. She walks right into a roadside diner, picks up a newspaper, and sees a job opening in Los Angeles. Nurse needed for the Forrester family. And just like that, she's gone from Genoa City. She erases herself in one place and starts a life in another. Sheila resurfaces on the bold and the beautiful. New city, new victims, same skill set. She becomes the company nurse for Forrester Creations, and then she takes it one step further. She becomes Rick Forrester's nanny. How? Well, she stages an accident that takes out the previous nanny, Judy Johnson, and then threatens Judy and her family to keep her quiet. You see, that's the Sheila formula. Get close, replace the person who's in your way, and then smile like you belong there. And that is how she got married to Eric Forrester, too. The most powerful man, the patriarch, the prize. Sheila worms her way into his life so fast because she's already in the building. And the person who knows it immediately? Stephanie Forrester. Sheila is engaged to Eric, but Stephanie knows that she's a liar and thinks that she's a gold digger. Meanwhile, the chaos is already spreading. Brooke Logan is pregnant, and the baby could belong to Eric or could belong to Ridge. Who's the daddy? Father or son? When baby Bridget Forrester is born, Sheila just tampers with the paternity test to make it look like Ridge is the father so that she can keep Eric all to herself. While a security guard catches her, tries to blackmail her, and Sheila responds in the most Sheila way possible. She sets a vicious dog on him. But then the Genoa City trauma arrives in Los Angeles. Lauren Fenmore finds out that Sheila is alive, tracks her down, and the war continues in a new city. Lauren threatens to expose Sheila to the Forresters, so Sheila blackmails Lauren right back with photos of Lauren sleeping with Brad Carlton sent as puzzle pieces. Then comes the wedding day. Lauren tries to expose Sheila's past in front of everyone. Sheila panics, leaves Eric standing at the altar, but comes back later pleading, asking for forgiveness. And of course, Eric forgives her, marries her anyway. And that's how Sheila Carter becomes Sheila Carter Forrester. And if you think the story calms down after that, it doesn't. It gets worse. In 1993, the drama takes a trip to Catalina Island. Sheila and Eric are there, trying to save their failing marriage. Lauren and Scott are there because Scott is dying. And Scott's final wish? That Lauren gives Sheila another chance. Lauren agrees, and somehow Sheila wins. Because Scott has always believed that Sheila is broken, not evil. Even in death, he underestimated her. In 2005, Sheila comes back to Genoa City, back to the Young and the Restless. And this time, the obsession has fully evolved. Sheila is not chasing Scott anymore. She's not chasing Eric. She's chasing Lauren Fenmore. Specifically, the destruction of Lauren Fenmore. Sheila teams up with Tom Fisher, a completely loose cannon, and she gives Lauren a poisoned necklace, not to kill her, just to weaken her. Just to try to push Lauren towards suicide. And when that fails, she injects Lauren with poison in the hospital, but Lauren survives again, and now Sheila has to crank it up a notch. Lauren is kidnapped off a yacht during her honeymoon with Michael Baldwin. Lauren jumps overboard to escape. Seconds later, the whole yacht explodes behind her. Sheila had planted a bomb meant to blow Lauren to pieces because with Sheila, subtlety is not exactly the goal. But Lauren survives again, and this time Sheila's own partner turns on her. Tom Fisher realizes way too late who he's dealing with. He traps Sheila in an underground bomb shelter and leaves her there to die. But Tom doesn't stop there. Lauren is captured next and thrown into the same shelter. So Lauren and Sheila, victim and tormentor, locked underground together, no escape. They fight. Sheila breaks an ankle. She can't move. The shelter starts to collapse, and at the last second, Paul Williams again rushes in to save the day. He pulls Lauren to safety, and the structure caves in completely, burying Sheila alive. Or so it seems. Because When the rubble is cleared, there's no body. And somewhere else, Sheila Carter is already planning her next transformation. Sheila survives the bomb shelter, and instead of running, she reinvents. She gets plastic surgery. Not to look younger, but to become someone else entirely. Phyllis Summers, Lauren's best friend, with Michelle Stafford playing both roles. Phyllis and Sheila. Same face, same actress. Sheila, disguised as Phyllis, kidnaps the real Phyllis, then takes Lauren hostage along with Phyllis and Lauren's children, Fenmore Baldwin and Summer Newman. They're taken to an abandoned amusement park full of rusted rides and funhouse mirrors. And Lauren believes she's facing Phyllis, but the real Phyllis breaks free, and suddenly there are two identical women standing right in front of her. Lauren has a gun and a choice. Which one is Sheila? Which one is Phyllis? Well, only one would never use a child as a shield, and the other one already has. So Lauren makes the call. She shoots Sheila dead. Again. And this time, it's meant to be the end. But by now we know better. Because when you're Sheila Carter, death is never a conclusion. It's simply a transition. Sheila Carter has died more times than most soap characters get married. And yet, she always comes back. Because here's the thing about Sheila. She feels justified. Sheila doesn't see herself as a villain. She sees herself as a victim. In her mind, every kidnapping, every lie, every life she hijacks is a correction. And that's what makes her dangerous. You can fight evil, but you can't negotiate with delusion. Whether it's on The Young and the Restless or The Bold and the Beautiful, Sheila Carter just never fully clears the system. She goes dormant, and then she mutates, and then she returns. Now, these days, she's not quite the classic villain of the 90s that she used to be. Instead, she's become something actually more unsettling. Quiet until she's not. Oh, but beware, my soapy friends. Never trust Sheila Carter. Not for a second. So, your opinion on all of this. Kimberlyn Brown as Sheila Carter, Michelle Stafford as Sheila Carter. Is Sheila the worst soap villain of all time? Or the best? Leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts.